Hi, today on Catherine Learns Stuff, I'm going to walk you through using my Thanksgiving cupcake toppers file to make these cute Thanksgiving cupcake toppers. So let's jump in. I'm going to walk you through uploading my Thanksgiving cupcake toppers design into Design Space and then assembling them. So once you've got the file saved on your either on your computer or your iPad or wherever you save it, just click the Uploads button and you want to browse your files. I'm going to select my Thanksgiving cupcake toppers, the file that works. Then give the file a name and select Save. Once the file gets imported into Design Space, you're going to notice it's very small. I'm going to undo this. I want to make sure my dimensions are locked as well for this. Once it's large enough that you can actually maneuver it on Design Space, you can ungroup the whole item, all the items. So right now, these are still grouped as different sections, but that's just because I wanted them to be sort of solid items. So this is basically ready to cut. The only thing I want to make sure that we do is when we have each of these little sections, which with the circles that would be sort of attached to the cupcake topper, is we want to make sure that our width and our height is we're sort of looking at about a 2-inch diameter that we're looking for, because we just want to make sure that that's kind of sort of our target that we're looking for. So I'm just going to increase this to 2. In my Happy Thanksgiving, I'm going to just make sure my width is 2 inches. So now I've got my cupcake toppers ready. I can duplicate them and have more depending on however many cupcakes I have. And the idea is that Happy and Thanksgiving are going to be on their own cupcakes as well, but they can also be placed together on one cupcake if you prefer. So I'm just going to make these and then cut them out in cardstock, and then from there I will be putting them together. So let's send this to make it, and we'll continue once this is all cut up. I've cut out all of my pieces on my Cricut. I've got my turkey, my candy corn, my leaf, my letter plaques, and my letters. I did the letters in vinyl instead of cardstock. I don't particularly enjoy working with letters on cardstock. I find that just doing them in vinyl is easier to manage. And then I've got my 3 backings for my 3 cupcake toppers. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange all of my pieces in order so that I can start to get them ready for gluing. So I'm quickly going to remove the vinyl off my letters and put them onto some transfer sheets so that I can quickly have them ready for applying to my little postcard. Okay, so now I'm going to just adhere these to my cards. So these ones are ready to go now. So next I'm going to glue on the pieces for the candy corn. I just use my Barely Art Precision Craft glue. I find this stuff works great, and I like to use the super fine point on it, which I can't get in focus, because I find that that's a good amount for when I'm using cardstock. I've made this into 4 pieces just to give it a little bit more depth. Okay, the candy corn is ready. And now for my turkey. The eyes are very small. I didn't think about that when I was putting it all together. So the little black dots that go on the eyes will just be added in with pen. my turkey's done. Lastly, I made a fall colored leaf, so I'm just going to attach my leaf bits here. Now that those are all done, I'm going to attach my pieces onto the backings to give them a little bit more base. And now just adding glue onto the backs to attach the backing to the design. Now I just need to wait for the glue to dry before I attach the toothpicks on the back side of them. Just use some standard toothpicks. I'm going to glue them on the back here. Since these are for cupcakes, we don't need anything very long because cupcakes aren't very large. Just gonna apply some glue onto my toothpick. And let it just sort of sit like that. Now there are cake pops that have little sticks as well that you can use instead of toothpicks. But I already have toothpicks at home, and so that is what we're going to use. Now I just need to let it dry. And there you have it. Your Thanksgiving cupcake toppers are finished. You can get these designs off of my website if you'd like them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my videos.